Shalom, shalom, Israel. Let me turn this up. Oh no, it's bright. Y'all might not be able to see it so well. There we go. Well, when y'all can see it, man, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who will rule the world through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth, in and out of congregations, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord, one of the Most High continue to put in a spirit to endure, to the wise and the single sense of shalom. Lord, willing, you can continue to be believers of His word. And Lord, willing, the Most High and other brothers and sisters that's not in faith. Taking my lunch break. At work, it was hard, really hard for me to, get in these scripts. But one thing I was able to do was get into some of the books that I've been reading. Like, actually, I'll actually go to them, right? There's a few books that I was reading today, and it motivated me. It's not really inspired by the video. The real lesson is inspired by me and my brothers is out to eat, like we do all the other times when we get done with camp. And, brothers had Chinese, and they had, the cookies, fortune cookie. And, we brothers was so excited by those words, and, it hit us, these are videos. But, being at work, I was reading this book which I had when I was in jail. I kind of lost it. It got some gems in there. It's called The Pale Horse. This is the book. It's called The Pale Horse. It's a good book. It got more about the industry, right? Then I was reading this book. Salakia. This book is called The Undeniable. Salakia. It's called The Undeniable. Might not be able to see it because it is sunny. Well, this is the book. Undeniable. Is going into basically the full color evidence of Black Israelites in the Bible. It show imagery. Y'all ain't gonna probably be able to see it because the phone acting mad shiesty, right? Because of the sun. But it's showing Black images. Lucky, I can't even let you guys see it because of it being so sunny outside. I can't even put anything. Hold on, let me see if I could do this. Because the whole point of teaching is so that it can be actually edifying, and it's beneficial. Over here, turn my phone. Dang, it's hard, y'all. So lucky, y'all. It's very hard, but this book right here. This book, it shows Black images, right, in Egypt, Babylon. Many different images of showing Israelites. I was in Who is Esau Edom, by Charles A. Wiseman. And then I got into, what was the other book I got into? Yeah, those is really the 3 books I actually got into, you know, and they was hitting home, you know. So when I came to my car, you know, I was just thinking on, what can I, you know, do a lesson on, you know, something that's going to be motivating, right? And I started thinking about Sam and Yarmayan. And what it says, I chose the first one where it says, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, right? And me showing you the books I was reading, that comes with losing yourself for the service of others, right? Because in this truth, you have to build yourself up with knowledge, right? Information that's going to increase the ministry of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? From the apostles, right, to the prophets, and to Yahushai, right? And we have to read, we have to seek in order to give that information. Let alone when it deals with history, you're going to dabble into some history books, not no new Bible. No, you're going to dabble into history so that you'll be able to give every man and every woman an answer, right? We lay ourselves down the more we study. We lay ourselves down when we go into these highways and byways. We lay ourselves down when we make ourselves example away from the world, right? And being that person to find yourself, to lose yourself in the service of others, right? I want to show Israel on how a man should be moving in his household, you know, especially a man of the Lord. There's many different ways as long as it's righteous, in the same way as a woman, right? We have to know that everything that we do is for others, right? And let's just get right into the scriptures, you know, and I can, you know, slide back into work. It's really a slower day, you know, at work, you know. But I just got to get these precepts out, man. So this is Romans, the 12th chapter, verse 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. Your reasonable service is to lay yourself down, yes, for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but if the Lord is calling you to be a teacher, you're laying yourself down for the sheep, right? We have to have a desire for this. And some brothers is gonna get even more motivated. Their faith is gonna increase by another brother or by another sister that's going hard for the Lord. So everything you doing for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, know that it's just know that everything that you're doing is being recorded, right? And we have to be held accountable, right? If you're taking this serious, take this truth seriously, right? Take every precaution in every situation serious, right? We have moments where we catching hell. The best thing I can tell anybody, when you really catching it, go hit one of your brothers or your sisters, right? And I'm only saying that because our minds can go so far, right? We can catch hell, and then now we going into sin. You know, somebody might go do crack. You know, they might roll up 20 blunts, right? We might look at some of these women like, you know what? I'm about to just bang the hell out of this girl just to let my anger off, right? A lot of us will slip into sin, right? But we have to come in this thing to lay ourselves down, not only for ourselves, for our kids, right? Because you got to know, when this winter time comes, you got so many holidays, right? Freaking these dumb fiestos, right? And we got to go hard for our kids to study these things, right? And then we got to go out the limb to say, man, we ain't doing that, right? So back again, I'm going to read it again. It says, the best way to find yourselves is to lose yourself in the service of others. And when you laying your body down like a living sacrifice, right, you lose yourself in this ministry. You lose yourself in growing in knowledge, right? Some people are like, oh, I haven't seen you. Yo, when I'm going to see you again? Hey, when we going to chill? When we going to go do this, right? And guess what? You might have downtime to chill and go do those things. But in your mind, you are, some people talk to you, be like, how you doing? You be like, I'm doing good, da-da-da-da. And they be like, hey, what you been up to? Oh, I've been this. Oh, I read this. You be ready to get in the scripture. They be like, wait, hold on. I was just trying to see how you was doing. I was, a lot of us is not ready to take, to hear the word all day, every day, right? And that's what comes with losing yourself in your service, right? You're always bound and talking. You got some people that lose themselves. They talk about all the weed they smoke, all the different coochies they laid in, or all the different dicks they got on, right? All the money or all the countries that they travel. Lose yourself in the service of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, not for only yourself, but for others, right? Let's get another one. Let's get St. John chapter 10, and we're going to read verse 11. It says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep, right? And Yahushai played the biggest role for the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, right? He got to really know himself. When we lay ourselves down for Yahweh Shema Shai, you get to know yourself better, right? No offense. I'm going to just be honest. I feel like I know myself better than my father, my mother, my sister, my cousin, anybody that's not serving Yahweh Shema Shai. Even if I've been in this a week, a day, and a month, I'm still growing to know myself better than somebody that don't want to know themselves, better than somebody that don't want to serve the Lord. Just because you got money does not mean you even know yourself, let alone you don't know your people, right? And in order to know these things, we have to you have to really step real deep into this thing, right? It's just like Scientology. I was watching mad videos on that last night. It's everything outside of Yahweh Shema Shai is the dumbest thing, let alone when we come into this truth. You have to analyze who's actually being sincere, who's keeping it raw and direct when it comes to this teaching, because everybody is not worth getting your ears, right? And that's another point of losing yourself in the service, right? Because before you start teaching his word, you have to lose yourself to want to learn, lose yourself to hearing. Soon as you master hearing, then it's going to hit you with an urge to bring out 2 precepts. I did it. Yeremiah had to get on my life. Yeah, I had to see what Yeremiah, I'm just going to use the brothers that was around me. Yeremiah was throwing out precepts, mad precepts. I knew I wasn't capable of doing this. Maybe this is not my field. I need to do better. Seeing Matt, seeing Dan, right? Seeing all these brothers speak the way that they speaking, right? Seeing Sam, seeing Sabak, right? Seeing Gorilla Hebrew, seeing Asher, then eventually growing, and then brothers get the mindset of actually watching one group of teachers. And when I seen GMS, it was like, yo, right? They're so eloquent, but let alone they're losing themselves in the service. Every day they're doing a lesson. Elder Tahar is doing like 6, 7 a day, right? And they are still able to go do what they want. I'm about to go for a ride. I'm about to go chill. You know what? I'm about to go buy me a drink. You know what? I'm about to go sit at the water and just look at the sky. But they still have on their mind Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You have to lose yourself in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I get it. When you wake up, lose yourself in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. When you go to bed, just like this one celebrity dude said, he said, when you go to bed, make sure it's in your mind, or whatever your treasure, whatever you want, whatever you desire, make sure it's on your mind before you go to bed, right? Before I read the next verse, this is Matthew chapter 6, one of my favorite verses. Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And when you occupy in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you're going to seek in that service. Let alone you're not doing it for your own, because I don't know anybody that gets on fire, anybody that's learning more of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the urge get on you to give to somebody. The urge make you want to tell somebody this news. Somebody say something lefty loosey, you're hurried up to say, oh, they don't say this. Or you point them like, my brother Asher, I love this dude, man. I mean, that's my brother. So I don't know what y'all got going on. But brothers can say anything. That brother go right to it and said this in his video. You'll be like, yo, it said it. He said, I get what you're saying. But, the elders, they went into it and they really broke it on a deeper level. Here you go, right? That's how you lose yourself in this thing, right? Because you're watching what people say and you're ready to give them an answer. right? And this is what the men of the Lord is here for, right? Back to St. John 10, and we going up to verse 2 to the point. It says, but he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep, right? And if we go to the last chapter of the verse, what is your service? Feed my lambs, feed my sheep, feed my sheep. The same thing he told Peter is what he told the prophets and the apostles. Lay yourself down, let alone for another sister. That even if you don't like it, I don't care, but just have it in your mind. No sister have to like hurry up and do this, but it shows your shamefacedness. It shows you as a woman. It shows when you analyzing your man. If you see a woman dealing with hell and you know this woman, and say if she like, man, I'm looking for the truth or whatever, and say she cleaves to the truth, and you know every man out here bad, you giving her words of wisdom as a woman. Hey, yo, sister, this and that. Say if she want to know about the truth and you giving her words of wisdom, right? And you want to show her how to be a woman, da-da-da-da-da. And then she get it and she keep coming back. She keep coming back. And then out of nowhere, she like, man, it's hard out here. And then especially don't got a man. And she keep, because everybody, you got men always talking about this. And then she keep bringing it up. You and yourself is either you can analyze and be like, you know what? I have a sis, you should just worry about focusing on you. You know, strive. But scriptures do not promote that a woman should tell a woman, don't worry about no man. This is all about the men doing that, right? Especially depending on where she at, because men, we get deep in this thing. But if you see that a woman having a problem with men, you lay yourself down. You even look at your own life and then you direct yourself to a man of the Lord, right? Because he's supposed to analyze the men and a woman. And you can either think, you know what? I know it's brothers that my husband labor with. You could probably build with one of them and build a relationship. And if that don't work and you don't see one of them, you could be with my Lord, right? At the end of the day, every aspect of this is laying yourself down, opening up your door, right? It's giving yourself to like kids. You know, I know somebody in this truth that's adopting kids, right? That's you. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Right? When you always taking care of other folks, when you taking care of somebody else's kids and you know that they up to no good, that is service. You start losing yourself, right? You're ordering, how you correcting people, how you analyze people. Every day is work. Don't just think because you're watching a movie, your work is done. While you watching that movie, you should still be analyzing on how you can take some Jew from this movie and this TV to educate yourself and educate your kid. I ain't gonna lie. Everything I see on TV, so like everything I see on TV, movies, I can always relate to scriptures. Sometimes people say things to me at work and I can relate to scriptures. And I know it's a lot of men and women that can relate to things in scriptures too. That's how you know how compact the Lord's word is. Right? How it hits every corner and every crevice, right? Let's go to back to St. John. We almost done. Chapter 15. And we can go to the point. Verse 13. We're gonna start at 12. It says, this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends, right? How can we say that we'll say that a friend stick closer than a brother? How can we say that these is really our brothers, these is really our friends, but we don't want to lay down, right? We don't want to go to the highways and byways all the time, in the cold, in the blistering rain. You got some brothers that could be at work, that could be at home, that could be chilling, and you might go live. And them brothers like, oh, this man at camp, and the brother pull up. Yarmayan did it to me multiple times. Right? A brother might pull up, right? You'll even, a brother from Great Waters, Great Millstones, even in our time, you know, when we was on Jefferson, Yeshai, he pulled up, right? That's a real friend, man. A real friend is somebody that you see that's laying themselves down. A real friend is somebody, if you falling, they're gonna build you back up. If you slipping and you fall into sin, that brother's going to correct you. Let alone a real man of the Lord is going to love a woman better than she love herself. because a man is going to analyze your shit, your shenanigans, and a man is going to make you feel that a real man of the Lord, you're going to really feel like you ain't doing good enough. And through the Spirit, sisters, if you're around a man and you feel like you ain't doing good enough, you feel like you need to do better, you feel like, you know what, let me be quiet. Oh, this and this and that, you know what, let me get this start. If you are working on that, those little things you are doing, keep doing it. Go even harder. Another woman, you'll hurry up, open your mouth. Oh, you can't do that. No, a woman, your role is never to tell a man what to do. Your role, be a woman, stay in your lane, but let alone this man should be moving with the Rakah Kodash, where his woman shouldn't be clocking him. If your woman clock, the Lord is using that, right? But in the end all be all, right? Whatever you could be doing should be seen to your brothers, then your wife, then to the world, right? But every man that's in this laying itself down, you have to make sure that you're tightening up. Like the brother Zion said to me on Facebook, brother, you got to tighten up, right? And we all have to tighten up if we're laying ourselves down every day. A lot of y'all say, oh, I can see my work through my faith, right? If that's the case, you should be so tight. We won't even be able to see that you're in your emotion and feelings, right? You sit, you can see my work. Okay. Look at your husband building with us and the sister laughing, and she like, I'm attracted to you. I want to build. Let's see how your mind get. Is you like, yeah, sis, oh, my head gonna help you. Nah, you gotta work on your faith, regardless if y'all not in agreement with it. We always gotta work on our faith, work on how much we're gonna lay ourselves down, how much we're gonna go stronger for the Lord, how much you're going strong for his sheep. You're not only going strong for the Lord, you're going strong for the sheep. You're not only going strong for your household, your wife and your kids, you're going for the nigga 3 houses down that's beating the hell out of his wife, if he is the elect or not. The elect is going to change and not be conformed to this world. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Right? A real friend is somebody that get lay themselves down for their friends. Let alone, it's another one. What is it? God, fight the good fight of faith. But it's one that I'm thinking of. It goes into bear one another's burdens. That's the one I want. You know, like you have, man, I got so many precepts in my head right now. Hold on, y'all. Salakia. This is Galatians chapter 6, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted, right? And that's what we got to do, man, right? We're out here to restore the elect and put them back in the spirit, right? Look at the brother, see, the water, right? So what the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, right? By what? By restoring them, restoring their mind, restoring their courage, right? We're like, especially if a brother, he could be fucking up, you can restore him back into taking accountability, right? Verse 2, it says, bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Hamashiach Yahushai. A brother could be going bad, you know, he could be $5 short on his rent, and you like, you know what, I got you. You might be short too, but that's how you lay yourself $1, right? A brother need a strong rebuke. No, hey, yo, brother, hey, don't grab that sister. Hey, yo, brother, don't talk to her. Nah, bro, how you talk to her, yo, chill. Some brothers need that dare experience where they like this, you know, like a dare caught in headlights, right? How far can a man go? Right? A man can never go far for his brother or the nation of Israel. Sirach chapter 25, verse 2. The Lord loved three things: the love of brothers, the love of neighbors, right? You other so-called Israelites, in the unity of a husband and wife. The husband and wife is last. That's the last thing, because a man mind has to always be occupied on Yahweh Shem Yahushai's ministry, man, because he is the branch after Hamashiach Yahushai. Ain't no ifs and buts, right? The men of the Lord are the true watchmen. They observe everything. They are the high tower of the earth, right? They are spiritually on a skyscraper watching everything. They have to see the news, right? They have to rebuke. If they're not rebuking, how can they say they losing themselves in the service? When you rebuke somebody, that means you analyze the bullshit that they did or something that they doing wrong and you trying to clean it up. The men of the Lord are the janitors of the truth. They're cleaning up, and they're gonna go so hard to clean that toilet, to clean the doorknob, right? In order to open up that door, which is Yahushai, that knob got to be clean. The niggas gonna get sick, because you got some that's using the bathroom, not washing their hands. It's a lot of niggas that leave the truth, don't wash their hands, and then they think they gonna come back. Nigga, you ain't coming back. You didn't wash your hands, right? This service is about people laying themselves down, being dedicated, work full hour shifts. Sometimes you might have to do overtime. Sometimes you might work on the holidays. Sometimes you might have to go overseas. You might have to go to another city. You might have to leave your family behind, right? In this truth, your mind is under control of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's really thus saith the Lord, right? And we're going to deal with problems. The men of the Lord is human too. We're in this dumbass flesh just like you. We get ashy. You got to put lotion on. You see the lips get chapped, right? You got to brush your teeth. But in the spirit, the men of the Lord, they react quick. That's why brothers will make a video and rebuke themselves, or rebuke a thought that they had, or rebuke something that a brother did. This ministry is every angle. It's not just a feel good. You got to judge. You got to correct. You got to build up. Sometimes you got to tear somebody down. Sometimes you got to be direct. You got to be all stern, harsh, and rough. Sometimes you got to scare somebody. Put the hijabis in them, right? This service can go as deep as the sea, and the sea can go very deep. It can go so deep that you could come out of this and you can go into space. Don't let it go over your head, right? We almost out of here. Let's just go to Acts, the 20th chapter. I got one more, and then I'm out, right? This is Acts, the 20th chapter, verse 28. It says, "Take heed therefore unto yourselves and to all the flock, over the which the Holy Ghost have made you overseers, to feed the church of the Most High, which he have purchased with his own blood." Yahushai died for this, man. So we gotta go hard, man. And if the Lord enabled you in this truth, 1 Timothy 1:12, he enabled you because he's seen you faithful. You have to, excuse my language, you have to fucking go hard, man. Nobody gonna stop. Nobody should stop you, right? Brothers would say, man, your woman, I gotta watch myself too. Because I got to look at my household and know the Lord can use them to go up against me. And then I'm like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, you haven't did a movie with me. Oh, take a break. And this. Oh, yo, the Lord can have them moving a certain way, and it can have me moving away. You know what? Let me stop. Then you're doing it 1 day. Then you're doing it 2 days. Then you're doing it 3 days, right? Nobody comes before Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Nobody comes before the cleanup, right? This is our service, right? And our lives depend on it. Not an hour, not a time, right? This shit is not scheduled. This is an everyday based thing. And sometimes you might, I just seen you, Esau. This man dug to his brain and he itched it. And that man looked at his finger and then ate it. I'm looking at him in this gold Acura. That way, you thought I didn't see you because you had tint windows. I seen that, man. You nasty picker, you cleaner upper. Dang. Right? So back to that verse, Salakio, I'm sorry. So the men of the Lord were overseers, right? They're visionaries and they're watchmen watching the people. They have to feed the flock. They have to feed the church, the whole ministry. And they're going to only be feeding the elect, because only the elect is going to devour this, right? Now let's go to the closing, right? This is Ezekiel, the 4th chapter. And we're reading verse 1 to 4. Verse 4 is the point. Verse 4 is the point. It says, thou also, son of man, take thee a towel and lay it before thee, and portray upon it the city, even Jerusalem. So he's getting a tile, laying it down on the ground, and portray it as the city of Jerusalem. Lay siege against it and build a fort against it, and cast a mount against it, and set the camp also against it, and set battering rams against it round about. Moreover, take thou unto thee an iron pan, and set it for a wall of iron between thee and the city, and set thy face against it, and it shall be besieged, and thou shalt lay siege against it. This shall be a sign to the house of Israel, right? Lay thou also upon thy left side, and lay the iniquity of the house of Israel upon it. According to the number of the days that thou shalt lay upon it, thou shalt bear their iniquity, right? He has to lay upon this. That shows you the form of losing yourself in service, right? You become and you play the part, right? You know, even more, and it's freaking in my head. I can't let it go, so I gotta bring this out, right? Let's see who else played the part, right? And lost itself in the service. This is Hosea chapter 1, verse 1. And the word of Yahweh Shemashai came into Hosea, the son of Beri, in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, and Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel. In the beginning of the word of Yahweh by Hosea, and Yahweh said to Hosea, go and take thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredom, for the land have committed great whoredom, departing from Yahweh. So he wants him to get a wife of whoredom, and he wants him to have children of whoredom. So his actions is going to show if he's in his service. Do he lose himself? He loses himself when he do it. Verse 3, it says, so he went and took Gomorrah, the daughter of Debalim, which conceived and bare him a son. So he did it. And Yahweh said unto him, call his name Jezreel, for yet a little while I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu, and will cause to seize the kingdom of the house of Israel, right? And we have future prophecies that go into that. And it shall come to pass at that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel, right? And that's when Yahweh Shai gonna even come back, and he's gonna be he's gonna come back in the mountains on the Mount of Olives, right? But you know, we could just keep going. It says, and she conceived again and bare a daughter, and the Most High said unto him, call her name Lo Ru'amah, right? Which means not loved. And I will have no more have mercy. Salaki, I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by Yahweh their power, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, nor by horses, nor by horsemen. Now when she had weaned Lo Ru'amah, she conceived and bare a son. And then said the Most High, call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power, right? And I gotta finish it because this shows that he got lost in the service because he did it. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, right? And in this place called dirty Babylon, we are considered not the people of the Lord. And guess what? Now the truth is being revealed. It says, there it shall be said unto you, ye are the sons of the living God, right? And nations will say that. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appointed themselves one head, and they shall come out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel, right? And then I think it's chapter 3. I don't know if is it chapter 3? Is it is one of these chapters? Maybe it's chapter 11. because the Most High told him damn near the second or third time to go and get a whoredom wife. I don't want to spend all day here. Yeah, I don't want to hold y'all too long. Right? But if y'all read it for yourselves, you'll find throughout the chapter, throughout the book, he has him get another whore wife, right? And it's symbolic, but that just shows that he lost himself in the service, right? Because Yahweh Shema Shai required for him to do it, and he did it. And how much more us, right? Lose yourself in the service of Yahweh Shema Shai. Lose yourself as men and sisters, whatever role and whatever you're doing, especially for your household. Number one, especially for your head, lose yourself. Lose yourself for your role, right? And with that, I want to say, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kakodash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. Double honors to the apostles and the elders in Great Millstone. It's your brother Dagabar, and I'm gonna just say Shalom. Lord willing, this was edifying, and if it wasn't, it's okay. We're just gonna keep bringing these videos, man. Until next time, Shalom. Yahweh speak.